Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to Genesis Capital. We're here starting our trading day on Friday, November 7th. The first thing we're going to do is look over economic calendar and then where we're at in terms of price structure. So today, Friday, we have 8 a.m. consumer sentiment and inflation expectations. These are both orange folders. They will definitely move the market, so we have to make sure that we're aware of that. Um, let's go to analyze our court. So we can see we've been dropping. There's definitely buyers in this area, but it looks like price might want to come down to the A70 area. Now we're at the daily pivot level support, so we might see a sweep to the downside and a push to the upside. Um, because when we talked about the 1 hour candles in the past, that a lot of times it closes with a wick, right? So this price might come down and then wick up, and we could get a closure with a small wick, but it could also close this way. So it all depends on how the news come out. So this is the weekly, this is the 4 hour structure. But we're all bearish, but we're coming into areas of support. So if we do take some shorts, we might come in and out. But it just all depends on what the price action is telling us. So here we are on the 1 hour. Mentioned we are in support. We want to wait for the market to open. We're not. We could trade this to retest the lows, but here it could pivot. So we're gonna wait. Here we're 5 minutes into the open. This is a strong candle closure. I might just take a quick short to those lows. So um, two contracts, nothing major. Stop loss right here. We'll see. I shouldn't have taken it, but I'm just risking very little. Maybe 50 bucks. If it doesn't go away and it explodes, it's gonna give us another trade. So yeah, let's see. I think this should continue to close lower, but it might sweep and push strong. So we'll see. If I don't like a push, I'll just get out. Um, we look at the 1 minute. The market's gonna open at 9. Yeah, I didn't like this. Uh, I'm shorting at the at support. Everybody tells you not to do it. I shouldn't have done it, but here we are. Gonna, gonna close this. Yeah, I'm gonna close this. I need to stick to my strategy. How many times don't we do that? That we have a strategy, we have a system, and then we're like, there's a trade here that potentially maybe it's a 50-50, but I have some conviction. It's pushing down, etc. It's just all bullshit to gambling. So yeah, I'm gonna get out. Even though it might work and go my way, it's just not the trade that I'm looking for. It's likely to go and test those lows. Um, but we're gonna wait for the open. So where would I look for longs? I'll be looking for longs if we get a candle that comes in here, then it reverses. Now it could go all the way down to this area, so I have to get aware to potentially take some of this move. Not with a lot of size. We're up $1,000 in this funded account, so we're going to make sure we protect this. So if I was to lose, 5 to 750, what I'll probably do is get an evaluation account just to continue to trade. Um, and the goal right now is for me to trade and then continue refining our algorithm. So every time that I come in and trading, I need to take notes. I'll do some research. I look at price action. I look at our main indicators in terms of RSI, pivot levels, volume, to continue to refine what we're doing on the automated end. So what I'm posting out is some filter. I don't care what you think of me as a trader, whatever. You could say whatever in the comments. This is just continue to refine understanding in the market and collect some money on the way. So the pivot level, it's here at 63, which it hasn't dipped below. right? Here's equilibrium on the 4 hour. I think it's gonna go start chicks, which broke, so we could potentially see a push to the upside. But we are extremely, extremely on a bearish leg pushing down. So we have to be patient here. Market's gonna open in 5 minutes, and here's a push that we were talking about. We this lows, and then you can come. What happens here? There's some pressure here on the RSI. We just gotta wait because there's still buyers have defended this area. Uh, we had a good closure on the 1 hour. It dipped. It's pushing up. Um, this is an area of interest here. Price could get price could push down from here. So we'll see how it reacts to that area. We got a closure and engulfing, then we could take a long to this highs, this swing high. So we'll see here. Price is pushing back up. Uh-huh. Take this long. Yep. Take them to this swing high here. Let's see if it continues to push. I might add on a little bit. See, showing some strength. Yep. And we're just trading the momentum on this one because it's breaking that anchor very, very strongly. And we're gonna get out here. The first trade, we're doing just 60 bucks, not bad. Um, and then now on the 5, we're looking at this anchor. So if it breaks two anchors, and this is a methodology that I got from Adal and Javi, both partners at our company, traders. So it is looking at these anchors when price breaks. So closure above these could signal potential reversal, right? So we look at and they have to be strong ones. So like like this, boom, boom, right? And then push in one color, and for that color to break. So we got out right at this moving average here. So this is a 200 moving average up here. So we're bearish overall. See here, market is gonna open in 1 minute. See what it's showing us. Obviously, there's buyers here. A lot of times these pushes in pre-market are manipulation. The trap longs. That's why price just pushes off. So RSI is pushing. We just have to be aware of it. We have 30-point stop loss. If we see a good trade here, because it's closing this anchor, we see a retracement, then a push, we could take it to these highs to the 142. But let's wait. We have to remember that at 8 o'clock there's news. So I'm gonna put a text. 8 a.m. news. So here it is. Let's see if we get the push. See, a lot of times it's manipulation, so you have to be careful for that. Because people all say, "Oh, it's gonna push up. Let me put longs," and then it traps them, then pushes to the lower end. So we have to wait. But it looks like it's absorbing all the buyers there. um, yeah. So exactly what we were talking about, just that manipulation there. Look at the price levels here. We have something 23, so it might go to the 2500. Like we said, let's look for the manipulation to the downside, sweeping of these lows, and then potential long. So we're not trading yet. Now that was if we wanted to take this, right? We could have short here, put stop loss over here, and then gotten it to the lows. Thought about doing that trade, but I just want to make sure that I'm working on being patient, waiting for price, waiting for concrete direction, because The first 15 minutes is going to whip around. Now, there's some people that trade it. I don't put enough effort or study or to to trade as much here. At times I do, but it's more for uh, a lack of focus and patience than understanding. So this is the sweep we're talking about. Let's see. Right. So these are the lows. So sweeping those pre-market lows. See how it closes. First 5 minutes. Still 3 minutes until that candle closes. But we could go and see into the one what's happening here. Uh, so this was a sharp turn, but this the structure that's holding price to the downside. Um, yep. Here, if it pushes below that, it's going to go a little bit to the 2500, but you have to wait. It is holding. It is holding there. Yep. It is going to push. Mm-hmm. To close above that swing low, pre-market. I think it is trapping those short sellers there. Uh, I'm gonna go for a long. I'm gonna put the stop loss right below that wick and a target up here. If it gets us there, that's fine. Yep, gonna get us. Boom. Oof. We lost what we had won there. Yep. I should have waited for this 1 minute to close. Um, that's the reason why I don't like trading on the 1 minute, because then I'll start seeing patterns and scenarios and then you start trading them. Uh, Obviously that was a potential short. I'm gonna put my stop loss here. Um, this candle closed very, very strongly. I think the 5 minute is gonna close right now. Um, um, should have waited at least for the 5 to close. Taking a short on a 1 minute candle confirmation uh, structure in the opening balance. It's just fucking nuts. Uh, uh, yeah, let me see where we at right now. We're up 12. All right. It's it didn't really close strong below those lows. I don't know if it's gonna continue to push down or fully reverse. So I might just get out here. We're gonna wait, man. Gonna wait. Now we're in. Let's see. We're going super light right now, just because it's opening balance. Um, okay. Just went 2 micros down. Trail this. Nice. And we're getting out there. Now let's see. I should have held it a little bit more, another 40 points. It's all right. We'll wait for the closure, retracement. Let me mark these swing lows over here. So a lot of times is why do I mark these swing lows on the 1 hour? Is because this a lot of times that's what the market is looking for, this liquidity. So it could go down all the way over here. Um, so it is going to that 40 level. We wait for a potential retracement here. So even though we got out, just seeing the strength there, we're able to come back in and get another push. So boom. So now we're up 314. Not bad. Probably could have gotten more out of it, but we're understanding that price is coming to this 29. So we're gonna go and put our target right at this low here. We're gonna, yeah. But here, there's buyers here. It's being absorbed. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. Okay. All right. We're getting that reaction. That was in the 50. It's swept to 50. Hmm. I'm not gonna add anymore. This candle's gonna close in 2 minutes. It could really retrace from here, or it could just flush to that swing low, which I'm hoping that's what it does. Flushing it. Boom. Boom. So now we're up 400 here. The swing low is gonna get tagged. This is an area of support here on the 1 hour. Right, so we just have to be careful here. There's another swing low. There's a swing low there. This is a 1 hour. Okay. Wow, everything's just collapsing. So we're seeing level here at 878. Now I want to see a push here, and then I wanna enter short. I really need to see a push to the upside because there's this swing low here. It could really get this liquidity push all the way up. So I'm just gonna short here to the 900 with one contract. Then if it comes all the way over here, I'll add a second contract all the way up here. So I'm just going super, super light. I should have gotten long, but it's hard to long against that candle. So I'm trying to fade this move. So meaning I'll add a contracts here, um, and that will give me. I'll go in the 1 minute now. Strong reversal here in the 1 minute. That hasn't happened. So it's grabbing that liquidity. But if I see a bearish candle, I'll add. I should have here enter short as opposed to where I enter. Uh, Now we're up 391, so I'm looking to get out. I need to wait for this 15 to close because it could push to the upside. There's the short coming, retesting those lows. Okay, should have gotten out there, didn't. Mm, uh, Fading this move was not the best decision, guys. So we'll see. We'll see how it works out. Waiting for a push down. Lose half of the profits for not waiting on confirmation here if it pushes up, or potentially all of them. So I might just get out with losing half of the profits here before it gets out of control. That's a very strong closure there. That candle, that 15 is going to close, is going to push. Push down, and so I did really good entries in the first trades. Now, instead of waiting for the 15 closure, I started gambling here in the 1 minute. It might go our way, but that doesn't mean much. Um, I knew this was gonna happen. Uh, this could potentially fully reverse here. Uh, Now I am with 5 contracts. This is way too big for my liking right now. I mean, for this price action, that size is not what I'll be looking for. Um, so I am happy to get out right about here. Those bulls are really putting up a fight here. They could rip really fast. Um, I'm not gonna add on. You'll see it engulf into the downside. Now we're almost all of our profits gone, or half of them. Gonna push up. All right, man, we're out. This wick, we're out on this wick. We're out on, yeah, we're out. I should have let it run up to here, but just didn't like the, yeah, just the slicing on that. Was not the best. Um, okay, so we're 25 minutes in. I'm gonna get out of this short here. I don't know why I added a contract, but there's buyers here. I'm gonna wait. We are up 415, halfway through getting our payout on this account. Um, wait. So again, as we can see, there's all these, especially when I get down to the 1 minute time frame, that's where I get tempted to short, to enter, to do all these things. The RSI continues to come down. Now, this candle seemed like it was trying to hold, right? So I really want to break off here to take it lower, but we are in a in an area where price could bounce. We swept that low, and it looks like it wants to hold. Um, so we have to just wait. So we're here waiting, waiting. Let's see how this candle closes. So it's a bullish, bearish. There you go. Seems like it's getting orders. We might take this long if it does. Yep. Taking that long to these highs here, right about here. And if it comes down below the open, right, like we want to be out. We want to be out. We want to probably take it to 50% of the candle. So it's swept and it's a push to the 50% to the balance, to the equilibrium of the candle. Um, yeah, there's sellers, strong sellers there. Ah, okay. All right, we got stopped out. We're up 343. We gotta wait for this candle to close, which is in 1 minute. Okay, so let's wait. So we were looking for that push to the half. It didn't happen. So now it is coming down. So I do think it's gonna go down lower. Need to wait for this candle to close to give us confirmation. Um, it closed below the 50%. According to the lows. Oh, the bulls are pushing. Okay. Okay. There's strength there. Gonna wait. We're probably up less than 300. Okay. Now, if I do see a push to the downside, I'll add aggressively down there just to get that little push. If we see a closure, then it's not our trade. So we're gonna wait. There's still downward pressure. So, like I said, I'm only reading the bigger candles just to gouge direction. So there I shouldn't have gone out, but I did. So that's these lows. Oof. Oh shit. Damn. I think now we're down after this trade. Yeah, we're down. Okay. Yeah, it was a fake out there. Now I'm trading reckless because I'm adding long, basically saying, hey, that's not holding. Uh, oh shit, I added too much. Clicked on it a few extra times. Ooh wee. Now we're gonna have to, uh, yeah, we're gonna have to close this if we're down now 115. Okay, but seems like bulls are still pushing. Okay, probably still get out here, but We're getting out there. All right. We're at 416. Definitely added too much there. But this pressure is going to continue upside. Cool on. Yeah. I could have let it ride. We probably would have been done for the day, but I definitely added prematurely. Um, we need a closure here on the five for the push to continue. But the strength is going. We're getting a sweep of those lows. I think it could potentially go to these highs, but the hard sell there. Oof, getting out there. All right, we're up 300. So there's a lot of times, man, that's been an issue where I see the momentum, I see the candle structure, I see the location, and I just try to push in that direction before the trade is there. But you can see strength here, like it's not pushing down. It is not pushing down. Um, let's not forget that we are in a bearish hour on a bearish leg. The price could push aggressively to the downside. Look at the 1 minute. This is horrible price action. There's nothing clear. There's nothing concrete. I think this stop loss right here. What we said here. Uh, the trade was here to here. Oh well. I thought it had closed. That's my mistake. I thought that candle had closed. Thought the five had closed. I made a mistake there, but this is engulfing, so it's could push down fast. But go here, see if it starts to turn bullish. I'll add on. Now we're gonna take that loss. Um, or below this wick. It might wick down and get us out, but yeah, let's see. Let's see a push. Let's see a push. So all I'm doing is trading the next 5 minute candle here. So I'm just saying, hey, this candle's gonna push to try to find this gap, and that's where we're gonna be out. So you could hold it all you want. You could predict it. I'm just looking for moves. I'm trying to get better at reading candle structure on a smaller time frame because trading is fractal. So there, it didn't fully reach it. It's creating equal highs here. Um, so, but price continues to push. So, like, if I could get there you go, there you go. Oh yeah, there's news here. I gotta get out. Yeah, I gotta get out. There's news. Forgot there's news. See, just remember, there's news coming at 8 o'clock. Now, when it creates these gaps, it's harder for them to. Um, we're taking a reversal trade, but it is harder for these gaps to hold when you see this kind of price action. So that means price is looking to reverse. Now we do have news at 8 o'clock. We saw him here in 2 minutes and 50 seconds, so we have to wait. But yeah, so you guys could see 30 trades. This is not what I'm looking to do. 30 trades is over trading, but price did react exactly in the area that we said. It took out the low and then it pushed up. We got caught trying to short it where it would have get out with minimal damage. Over traded here, trying to read the low, thinking it was going to push to these lower low. Got caught on the 1 minute. right? Over trading that is going to potentially go to this area, which it might. Um, this 15-minute closure is likely that the next candle pushes here to the 58. I might take a long here, but I need the candle to close. It might even push and close that way. If it does close really strong bullish, this 15, we could take it to these highs over here. Is this intermediate high here, which this one. So it could go all the way up here, but just for it could be a really good trade. And price, we're reading price right. We're just not, just didn't execute correctly, but we're reading the chart well, which is the most valuable thing. Just seeing that we're over trading, seeing that. And the good thing is I downsized the two contracts. Had I been adding 5 contracts per trade, or like that one time that I had 15, that gets you in trouble really fast. So let's see, 1 minute coming. Gonna get some coffee and wait for this thing out. Ooh, look at that wick to the downside. News are coming in. 30 seconds. Damn, look at this. Ooh, let's see. This is coming down, down. It's gonna retest this here. We could potentially see a push to the upside here. But if we were to set up, this is usually one of my trades. If we create a swing, sorry, this is a trade that I usually take, and I don't know why I wasn't looking at it, but um, it is a retracement to the golden ratio. So if I take the swing high here on the 68 to the 23, this is my highest probability trade that I take. Um, but we'll see. I think it is going to push down, but I don't really want to trade this. Uh, oof, oof, oof. So premium inflation expectations. So expectations for future inflation can manifest into real expectations. So yeah, this is a tough one. No wonder why this is dumping here. But see, so if it can push past this leg, usually what price will do two or two things. Is it push down, put it at a different color. It'll push down, up, down, and then up, or push down, up, boom, boom, boom. Right? So the two things the price could do. What would it do? Well, it just depends. I think there's a swing low here, could potentially be attracted to. There's a gap here, so there's a lot of selling pressure there. Um, so it could go to the zero. There's buyers here for sure. This could be just overreaction to the news, and then price could continue. So just have to wait. Here it is. So let's wait for this. I think it should look for that 250 level, but or that the retest of that 60 over here, but we'll see. So right now, price action is not clear. There's just the news. We need to get the dust to settle to tell us where price wants to go. Oh, it looks like it's gonna continue to those lows. See, flushing. Yep. Wait, still 2 minutes for this candle to close. See what happens. I wanted to short it, but it's just not enough. Need to see either price completely break this or price respect it to the push to the upside. Yeah, yeah, it is going there. See, this candle's not reversing, so we're gonna wait for that closure. Potentially looking at shorts if it engulfs these candles. Pushing up here. We're gonna go here. Close. Stop loss is great there. Just gonna go to these lows here. Break even. Free trade. Price shouldn't push up again, but yeah, we'll wait it out. Just wait. We're really trading in the middle of what we said we weren't gonna trade. Yeah, there's a death candle. It's an inversion of a 5-minute gap. Um, okay, so now we're up 500. Okay, that push happened, so it was exactly what we said, right? That it could have this, push, or this, push, push, push. But now remember that this is the low, so this can really push down and then reverse for at that 800. So still a good amount of room there, but we are in a buyer's area. So let's wait for this 15 to close. It's still a while for this. Now we're bearish. Let's see how this candle closes. If it starts to push down, then we're gonna go to the downside. But again, it could be a sweep of those lows. We'll see how this candle closes. Now let me look at the bigger. Yeah, so 7. Broad base rally potential here. Let's see. Yeah, let's wait. Look at this candle. Oof. If it closes above here, it continue to push down. Let's see what it's doing in the 1 minute. Mhm. Yeah, I trapped all the short sellers here. Take it to the 60 here because we're in a buyer's area. Ah, I shouldn't have gone break even, but the reason why I did is uh 'cause I need that to close above that anchor. But now, yeah, I'm gonna go. Okay, so now we're up 644. Hit inverse. See, take another push. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I love this candle here. Potentially push where the news came from. Good. Oh, we'll get out here. Boom, 748. I think we're gonna be done for the day. Ah, man, maybe I'll take one more to those swing highs. Think it's gonna go to this swing high here at least. Um, yeah, we should get that swing high here. That's where price came from. Um, they got all these lows now. We are in drawdown, which is fine. So we do lose. We're gonna lose a few $100 here. Ah, yeah, I'm not liking that candle. We're going to go just to this swing high here. Let's see, push, push. Candle closes in 3 minutes. 15 is really pushing. Um, I think we could push past the swing high. I mean the that 5 minute swing high, which is that gap. Um, okay, now we're adding more risk, more push. The 30 point with 8 contracts. It could really go, guys. So still needs 2 more minutes to close. Not liking this though. Ah, we got greedy. Might get punished. But I like the strength, man. So I'm adding. So I'll take some risk here just to minimize drawdown. Um, but I think we are pushing to that, and that will be like 40 points with uh, it'll be 40 points with a mini after this reversal happened. I should have waited for this candle to close and enter on the pullback because it's likely to pull back. Um, I might get out and come back in, guys. That closure. The reason why I might get out is I don't want to give back so much. Um, 1 minute until this closes. It has to close above it. RSI showed us good strength. It's tough to hold this, man, where we are up so much and we're risking so much just on these candles to hold. I'll do two more. Yep. I just decided to take risk off. So if it comes back, we're good. And it hit our target. We should have held it. Oof. That's tough. So we're up 1,000. We're good. We are like $900 away from a payout if it hits top here. Boom. So it's tough. 1,100. We are 850 away from a payout. So great trading day. We'll pick it up next week.